Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. Sorry in advance if I'm a little congested sounding. I actually got really sick last week, and I spent a few days in bed to try and get rid of it before it got any worse. So hopefully I don't start coughing with bronchitis. I always get bronchitis, so the annoying cough is probably the worst part, but I'm a little late in filming this. I wanted to go ahead and get these things into the recycle bin. So this is another installment of Crafty Empties, and I've not been keeping up with this, but I thought that since I was back into the swing of swapping and crafting, that I would start remembering to save my trash. So this is for August, obviously, and I did finish up this little handmade modern acrylic paint in the color something egg. I'm not sure what color it is called, but it's really pretty teal, kind of Maggie Holmes teal. And so I finished a project, I believe, for Michelle. Yeah, our door hangers. I had just enough to complete the door hangers. So I haven't done mine yet, but hers is in her swap box ready to go. And I was happy to use up a thing of paint. I go through so many of these, and I probably went through more, but yeah, I grab these anytime I go to a hobby store. I just went to Tuesday Morning yesterday and grabbed a sticky thumb one. I do like that one, but when I can use a coupon, I just grab the multi-pack thing at Hobby Lobby. So I've successfully been through 3 of those. I used up this, this one tore, so I kind of kept it just to give you an example. If any of you missed the swap that this went out on, I used these stickers from Jot. They're older, but it was the little lace, and it kind of feels like a rubber material, but it was stickers. Used that on the Paris theme pocket letter, so I was happy to use up one of my sticker collections that had been in my stash for a really long time. I successfully used both of the Little Birdie floral gift embellishments. I got these on clearance at Hobby Lobby and put them right to use. Alright, and the last thing I was happy to use up was the In Bloom collection kit from My Mind's Eye. You guys know that and I'll show you a picture in case you missed that as well. Let's see, where is it? So I made my very first altered composition book out of this collection, and I had a good bit of paper. I had this little sticker sheet, so I did a full video of the altered notebook, and this is a touchy one for me. So I put a lot of love into that project because it was the first time I'd done it. It was the first it was my second swap in our Facebook group called Craft Swapping Sisterhood. And I want to give you guys a little bit of advice. There have been several videos made lately about flakers. And as of today, Sunday, September the 8th, this project has been flaked on. I have not received anything in return, and I don't mind the fact that I could have potentially been flaked on. What I do mind, excuse me, is that it could happen to somebody else. So I kind of want to highlight the flaker traits, I guess you could call it. I sent my, in this group, as with a lot of swap groups, you have rules. This was a mandatory swap, you guys. In Craft Swapping Sisterhood, we do a mandatory swap every 3 to 6 months, so you have way far in advance notice. They give you a variety of projects that you could make. I happen to have a composition book. That was one of the choices. I went all out on this composition book. You know, I studied a couple videos, and I spent a lot of time, a lot of effort to make it a beautiful project. Once you have a swap complete, you post your tracking information in the group so that the admins can keep track of who is on time with their swaps. You know, we had a mail by deadline. I did get that finished and out before the deadline. I think two or 3 weeks before. The deadline was August 31st. Up to August 15th, my swap partner was communicating with me. She let me know that she was a little bit behind. She was really busy, you know, and we all are. I don't discount that. However, after August 15th, and after I had posted tracking and tagged her in the post, I heard nothing. Part of swap etiquette is to post a thank you, especially on Facebook. If you're on a Facebook swap group and you don't necessarily do videos, which I do, but if you don't do videos, then in the swap group, and our swap groups mostly require this, any swap group does, and it's just general kindness. You want to post a picture and a thank you of your the project that you received. So several days went by, and I was trying to give the benefit of the doubt. Didn't hear anything, didn't get a thank you, didn't see a post in the group, nothing. And to say it pissed me off is an understatement, because I have such zero tolerance for flaking. Like, it hasn't happened to me a whole lot, thankfully, but it does piss me off. And I get tired of excuses, and I get tired of I just get tired of it. And I don't even like to report to the admins that I had not gotten the swap, so I waited a few days beyond the deadline. And I did send an email. I sent screenshots of everything that I had gotten up until the 15th. And immediately the person, she did respond, which normally a flaker does not respond. You know, all communication stops. Once you get that package, communication stops. Well, in talking to her, the admin apparently lit a fire under her, so she started talking to me, and, you know, there were excuses. That is a huge trait of a flaker. There are a million gazillion excuses. And her story of what she told me and her story of what she told the admin were two totally different stories. She said she was going to mail out on Friday. Well, Friday came and went. And she sent me a message saying, hey, I didn't get to the craft room, yada, yada, yada. Like, I was sick and over it at that point, so I just screenshotted that to the admin, and I was like, you know what, I'm sick. I don't want to even respond to her. I could care less if I get a package back at this point. Like, I don't want to deal with it anymore. I'm done. I am done with the flaker. So those are some things that you need to look out for, even in swap groups that are super well managed. Like, I cannot commend Anna Stratus and Alicia anymore. They go above and beyond for the swap group and my other swap groups that I'm in. The admin are so super organized. Like, that's a huge job. And to take care of us the way that they do is, you know, like, I don't know what to tell you guys. Flakers can happen in very well run swap groups, and I just, like I said, I don't care that I got flaked on, because I know in my heart that I did the very best job that I could, that I sent her a beautiful project, a beautiful handmade project that was custom for her with her initials on it. Oh, and then she did tell me that she had not received mine. That was one thing in her message. I was like, wait, what? So, of course, I went on to the USPS website, and you can track packages, and it gave the exact date and time that it was delivered. So then there was another excuse that the mail key had been lost. They were getting another one. She asked me what size envelope it was in, that somebody may have taken it. Like, you know, you have to be able to recognize quickly whether or not you're being flaked on. Like, if you care a whole lot and you want a project regardless, like, I don't want to take away from somebody else to have angel mail sent to me. Like, people don't have time for that. The people in this group already did their mandatory swap. Like, I don't want the admins or anybody else in the group to have to take time out of their day to make up for the shortcomings of somebody else in our group. Like, that's not fair to me. So I don't care that I don't get angel mail. I don't want angel mail. Now, I know these ladies well enough to know they're going to make sure that I do get something if she does in fact flake or continue to flake. All I ask is that she be removed from the group, that her name be put on a flaker list, and that she is well known out there as a flaker. There's no shame in my game, because I will mention it on my channel later on. If she does in fact flake, I will blast her name. I don't believe she's on YouTube. I've never swapped with her before. I think she's a new recruit to our group, to be honest with you. I don't know. But those are some a little flaker story for you. Keep your ears open. You know, just be super vigilant when you're swapping, even though you might be in a very, very trustworthy group. Like, this is very far and few between in craft swapping sisterhood, I am sure. But that was the point of having a mandatory swap, to make sure that your members are not just sitting idly and just watching, you know, and just taking all of it in. Now, I'm guilty of that on a couple of swap groups. Crafty Manipulators, I think I've only done one swap over there, but I keep up with that page because I enjoy their content. I'm not always able to participate, though. Tiffany McGill's Crafting Like a Boss, or Coffee Crafting and something else. I'm in her swap group. I've yet to join a swap over there because I get so bogged down by the time I see that she's announced a swap. It's either full or it's just too big of a swap that I can't swing it at that moment in time, and I am not about to jeopardize not being able to fulfill my swap because I bogged myself down. Like, I try to be super cognizant of that. So that's why me being sick this week really sucked, because I got to work on Craft Purge's embellishment boxes. I had not finished them when I got sick, and I wasn't about to touch them. Even though I've got hand sanitizer on my desk and I practically bathe in it when I come into the craft room, but still, I didn't want to send her germy packages. So I just wanted to jump on and give you guys my August empties, give you a little short story about my current flaker situation. And I just want to warn you guys, you know, Alicia has done a video about it. Craft Purge has done a video about it recently. There's been some drama on YouTube about it. And I try not to comment on any of that, but you know, when it does happen to you, it sucks. That is a little punch to the gut when I have spent hours and hours of time for this person. You know, it isn't about the supplies, it isn't about the amount of money or the amount of goodies, in which case I made handmade goodies for that project. I'm glad I didn't send store-bought goodies. Because I customized that project for her. That's what pisses me off. Like, I had her likes in mind. She liked shabby, so I did a very classy, shabby, altered notebook for her with a lot of decor, tags, just a really pretty project in my mind. It was my first altered notebook, so I was super proud of it. That's what pisses me off. The fact that I was thinking of another person while I crafted that project. And I don't want that to happen to my friends here on YouTube or in my swap groups. Like, that's super important to me. I don't want you guys to be flaked on. You know, that's such a waste of your time, effort, and talent. And, you know, it's kind of hurtful. So I love you guys, each and every one of you. It's Sunday. I'm getting some Halloween making in today. I hope you guys have a wonderful, wonderful day. And I'll see you in the next video. Much love.